Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Sweep the team! You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby!
Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Mike's by 4. Mike's 54. Mike's a party now.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curve.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A gain of 6 yards. Like my boys. All day, every day.
Darnold on 3rd down. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
It's our time. It's our time.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the Jets.
On 2nd and very short, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Wilson, and the pressure gets to him again. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Tyler Lockett, 45 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
I got you. I got it.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Jets first down.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down, Jets.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He stiff arms him. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Wilson now off the bootleg. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Lucky, go 14. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Carson. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he's got Lockett. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Booker, please.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, it's Carson. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Now it's Lockett.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is Carson. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
25.
They go play action now. Wilson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
36 power. Power. 54. Mike 54. Good touch.
Play action. Now Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
No game on this defense. No game.
Here's Wilson to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Wilson throwing again. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Darnold now to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
We own them. We own them.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Side 54. Mike's 54. Coming.
On first down, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Bell. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Darnold. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Darnold. And that is going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson off the bootleg. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize.
And now here is another interception. picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They run it with Carson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. To throw is Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now a give, right side. Carson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now it's Carson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, 4 down, 4 down.
Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Touch the lady. 7. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Here's is Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
54.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Again, it's Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now Wilson. That's caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
First down, New York.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch the slant.
Darnold from the gun. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a draw play. This is Bell. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Now, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Now Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Mike 54.
Bound to lose one.
Darnold on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On 4th down, Darnold. And it is incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
He lets it fly for Lockett, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike 54.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Check. Fresh Fresno! Fresno! Fresno!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Watch QB drop.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jordan Jenkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
It's caught, Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, it still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Wilson wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Wilson, flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st down and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game. and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most. Seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit your team, shouldn't even show up. What you want?